All right, we started the show. Here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Longo. Ladies and gentlemen, TJ Santis, and the blushing Bruce Buffer. Here we are.
Hey, can I just say that Sam probably doesn't feel left out, but I definitely feel left out. I saw a text message from Bruce.
What, left out because of what she just...
No. I mean, I left out because of that too. But you guys got together in Long Island, and it looked like you had a great time eating some food.
Unbelievable.
We had an amazing time. Amazing time. First off, it was an amazing show, right, Ray? Amazing show. I got to say, I'm very sorry to... Brian Ortega's shoulders popped. I feel for him so much. 5 to 10 months out, God knows what it's going to be. But Ray, with that being said, and Sam, we got to talk the show a little bit here. Ray, that kind of an injury, and I hope this isn't the case because I've had shoulder issues too. But no matter how much he rehabs, no matter how much he trains, no matter what he goes through, isn't it kind of like, when is it going to pop again? Isn't that always in the back of the head?
I did dislocate my shoulder, and I think obviously that was was a while ago, but I mean, I think for the first, couple of months or years, maybe, and then you just forget about it. If it's I'm sure the rehab is so much different and better today, but the shoulder is such a delicate joint that, I mean, I don't know. I hope he's fine with it, but you're right. So all those injuries are always in the back of your head. Even like I just saw Weidman the other day. I mean, it's not going to be in the back of his head to check a kick or to kick hard again with that leg.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if, I don't think it's possible for it not to be in your head, to be honest with you. But
also, too, guys, like shoulders are interesting when it comes to whether or not, a lot of surgery is required if the rotator cuff is torn. A shoulder injury is not, 1-to-1 in comparison. It's a lot of different grades and different variables when considering what the future might look like.
Yeah, for sure. Well, with that being said, the Ortega-Yair Rodriguez fight was looking and shaping up to be a hell of a fight. It ended tragically.
Beautiful, yeah.
We're going to run it back, though, right? Like, we have no choice.
Well, I mean, when is it going to be run back? He's got
a year from now or whenever. I mean,
but so many things could change in a year. But if they can do it, that'll be great. But
yeah,
who knows?
Who knows? But I'm hoping we see it. Michelle Waterson, Amanda Lamosh. Michelle was in there to battle. Amanda's a beast. She proved it. The fight of the night to me was the Matt Schnell fight.
Wow.
I mean, oh my God. If that didn't display heart, everything, Matt Schnell being almost knocked out, that's another fight that we've had numerous times this year. And of course, every year had all the drama in a 3-round fight that we could even ask for,
Right.
Amazing. Like a movie.
I love Schnell coming out as a Thug Jitsu fighter.
Yeah, I did too. I always enjoy saying that. And, of course, Lauren Murphy and Misha Tate. Lauren Murphy was on fire.
I tell you, she was not going to be denied that night. She's a sweetheart. She's a grinder, man.
Yeah.
She came to the gym a couple of days with her team. They're all great people. And I'm happy for her because, she did grind that fight out against a big name. And I think that's huge for her. And hopefully she gets something nice moving forward.
Yeah, and Punahele Soriano, can't say enough about his toughness. Ricky Simone is really proving himself to be an up-and-comer. Oh
Crazy.
my God. Big time. So, heck of a night. Jessica Penne, Emily Ducote, they started off the night really, really strong. Nurmagomedov, making sure the bloodline still is proving itself powerful. All good stuff. But, we did that night, and what he's talking about, TJ and Sammy, you're going to love this as you leave. We had a great time at the show, and then John Anik and his buddy and I, we all went out with Ray Longo, and we went to a really classic. I mean, if that wasn't the epitome of an East Coast New York Italian restaurant, even down to the owner Emilio coming by, we went to Passione, right? And I put it out on my Instagram, and man, they just kept bringing food before we even got to order, right, Ray? We were stuffing ourselves with arancina and meatballs, and it just, you name it, it was all right there. Some really fine wine, it was just a fun night. And Ray, that's the first time we ever broke bread together. We've been wanting to break bread for a long time, and it was a blast.
Yeah, loved it. I tell you, Sammy, I wish you were there. It was a great, great time. And let me tell you something. You know what happens when you walk in a room and you think you're the guy and you're with Bruce Buffer? Guess what? You're not the guy. This guy lit up that room when we walked in. Was fantastic. He was so humble and beautiful with the people that wanted to take pictures with him and stuff. I got a new respect for Bruce. We literally it was an organic night. That those are the best, and it just was a great time where we got to chill out for 4 hours. Probably, I guess, was at least 4 hours, right?
Oh God, that sounds unbelievable. There's something to be said about a good restaurant like that. I can't
say enough. Bruce was outstanding, and like Bruce, literally, like we talked about marketing and making money, but what price do you put on a meal like that with good friends? Seriously, that's where I'm
priceless,
at. Right? No, that's where I'm at in my life. I mean, I don't get to relax that much. So to me, it was great. Like again, I didn't even know Bruce was going to be there until the end. I thought, I was going out with Anik and Cody Merrill, but Bruce, I got to tell you, you were outstanding, and the people loved you.
Thank you.
I love to watch that, man. I really do. And the second we walked in, they knew who Bruce was. Let me tell you, there was no question about it. Sammy.
Yeah.
You should go back 15 years. Maybe one time wasn't enough. You got yourself a catch. Sammy, you got yourself the catch. I don't like this one-time crap.
It was one and done, Ray. It was one and done.
But I tell you, Bruce, really, I mean that, man. I mean, it was really just a great time. And I got a new, I always respected you. I got a new respect for you. I thought you were outstanding. And we really just ate and drank. And there's nothing better than, having a good time over some good food. And those guys did roll out the red carpet, which I'm happy for. And Emilio, shout out again.
For you guys. Ray, what's your drink of choice? When you said you guys drank and had fun, what did you drink?
I mean, I'm like a Grey Goose and cranberry guy.
I went straight Frank Sinatra, James Bond. I had a shaken, a martini, shaken, not stirred, extra dry.
I thought you went for red wine, Buff, because your face is.
Oh no, he was drinking. No, he was drinking wine.
Yeah, the red wine was going down.
Okay,
trust me. Yeah, we had 2 bottles of very fine wine.
He was forcing me to drink the wine.
Yeah.
One time I toasted him. He goes, "Wait a minute, you didn't take a sip out of the wine." I mean, he was actually monitoring me to what I was doing. So
got to do it right. But, that toast doesn't work unless you sip it.
Yeah. We had a bottle of wine, and then a buddy of mine was in there, and he sent over another bottle. So it's a good night. One of those nights,
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce, you want to laugh? I went there because I thought it was going to be the most quiet place, which it was, but I thought we were going to slip in and slip out, but that was not happening.
No.
Now when you're with Bruce Buffett, that's what I learned. Now I got to plan. The next attack has to be different. I got to do something else because
I look forward to the next time. But it was really a lot of fun too. And you're right about all that. Ray, thanks again. Your kind words always thank you so much. But after a show like that, I mean, I was so pumped and ready for that show. And it was just so great to sit down and break bread with you afterwards over that fine food. And then we went to your dojo, right?
Yeah.
We hung out, we bullshitted around the dojo. We had a good time. We're all a few sheets to the wind. I think John Anik wanted to spar me. As soon as I turned around and looked him in the eyes, that idea went out of his head.
That video was funny, right? Then
that video was funny.
We're talking. I turn around. Bruce is lifting weights. He's doing sit-ups. Where'd he go? He's in the weight room doing getting his workout. It's like 11 o'clock at night. So
I had to
and very gracious, Bruce, to do those videos. Everybody loved that. You made so many. Listen, Bruce, that's a gift. When you can make somebody's day just by speaking a couple of words. I mean, that's an accomplishment that everybody should strive for, right? When you walk in a room and you don't have to tell anybody what your name is, man, that's what I witnessed the other day. TJ and Sammy, really, really good stuff. Did a nice video for my anniversary. Probably saved my marriage. I could never forgive him for that, but it was still a nice thought. But it was really good. We were all happy. It was. I don't know if that could happen again, Bruce. I swear to God. Those nights like that just happen to click, and you're happy for them, and thank God they do.
Every night has its own distinctive flavor. There will be other nights, but that was an extremely fun night. We were just with real down to earth people, and I'm always paying it forward. And the bottom line is, if somebody is happy and a UFC fan, that's what pays our paychecks. That puts us where we are. You give them every second of attention that you can, unless they're disrespectful, and we know what that's like.
Right.
But all good. So let's go on to some news stories. Ray, again, thank you so much.
Can I say something super quick before we go to the news story? I have a big announcement to tell you guys.
Go.
Oh.
Okay. So I've been doing your show, Bruce, for 100 years, and sincerely, Ray Longo is my favorite person that you've ever introduced me to. That
Sammy.
Co-sat
Sammy.
with. Like,
Do
sincerely,
Sammy, do you see my heart going right now? Sammy, is my heart beating? I'm not even sure. Is my heart going?
So first she says that she's going to kill me. Second, I'm not as cool as Ray Longo. This is bullshit.
Okay, so check it out. So besides you, Ray, who's my number one, my heart, there is another person that Bruce and TJ introduced me to on their show. Oh God, I want to say a couple of years back, a female fighter named Avril Mathy.
Real.
And she is fantastic. We two had a great bond and a great chemistry. So I'm the photo editor of Penthouse Magazine. I'm always looking for interesting celebrities, women, and models to populate the pages of our mag. So I hit Avril up to be in Penthouse. So I'd like to show you the new issue of Penthouse. There is Avril in the opening front table of contents. And then look at this gorgeous babe.
Yeah, beautiful.
Wow.
Is a champ. And it's a multitude of pages. And
are we going to be able to put this on YouTube now? I don't know.
Yeah, no, she's clothed. It's not
I know
naked.
she's clothed, but this is still pretty risque, Sammy.
No, she's gonna be clean. It's honey.
I tell you, she's beautiful.
This is what I showed you. Zero nudity. So we have a feature in the mag for celebrities such as Avril that don't do nudity, and we profile various different people. And this issue, it's her. So because of you, Bruce and TJ, I found a fantastically gorgeous lady who can kick the shit out of probably all of us, maybe, certainly me. And I wanted to thank you because it finally came to fruition. And next is you, Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce, that's awesome. Really
you know what? I met Avril years ago, and she's a dynamite girl. Happy to see she's in an incredible relationship with somebody she really cares about. But she is, the boxer. She's smart. The model aspect of it. She's worked her buns off to get where she's got. And you did a very classy layout in Penthouse. Very proud of you. It wasn't, just for Avril. It was perfect.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I know she loves it. So congratulations to Avril. She looked fantastic. And she's out there boxing. I mean, she's an inspiration, and it's really
And she's
cool.
still undefeated. She had her last bout was like June 11th. I want to say something, June or July 11th, one of those. Kicked ass. Kicked it.
Yep.
Her ass.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got to look her up. I'm not familiar with her.
Oh, Ray. She is a smoke show. And
all of a sudden, Ray's like, we need to get her down to Law MMA. We need to get her some rounds in.
Yeah, well, I've got a lot of females here she could spar with. That helps, TJ. I'm just trying to help.
Hey, it's all about business networking, Ray. That's what we do here, and it's time.
So next is you, Bruce. I want to do a man about town profile on you, like a men's health and fitness sort of fashion spread with all of your good stories and just your whole schmeal.
Oh yeah, I'm game. I'm game. I'm game.
I know.
All good.
I have a whole pitch for you that we're gonna hit you up with next week. By the way.
Fantastic. I love it. So I can't wait for that. I think the real thing's good. You look great, Sammy. Everything's good.
Yeah, everything's awesome.
Are you tattooed on your chest?
No, it's her pendant. It's like a necklace.
Oh, it's a pendant. It looked like a tattoo for a second.
It's my Penthouse pet key. And by the way, this is a necklace that your brother got me many years ago. I love your brother. My official Samantha necklace.
Yeah, Brian.
Wow.
So I wear
Brian's very caring that way. That's very cool.
I wear it
very
all.
Cool.
Yeah. In case it's funny because I'll go into stores or 7-Elevens or gas stations and I'll be paying for something and someone will go, Samantha, and I'll be like, oh my God, yeah. And, oh, do you know me or do you recognize me? And it's like, no, it's literally on your freaking chain. So yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
All
right, guys, let's go into some news stories here. I want to give some credit to a young man in Greenwood, Indiana. Okay. Mm-hmm. And dressed in shorts and a t-shirt. I can't say his first name, Alicia, I think it is, Dickin. He was shopping with his girlfriend, right? When a gunman opened fire at a food court in this Greenwood, Indiana mall, killing 3 people and wounding 2 others. And so while the shooter is a 20-year-old kid, right, he fired 24 rounds from an AR-15. Get this, he had an AR-15, and this young man, Dickin, didn't hesitate to use the Glock handgun he was legally carrying, right? and he took the shooter down, neutralized him within 2 minutes. And when he started shooting, he stopped the fact that many, many more people could have died. This guy was armed with 2 or 3 weapons, I think a few hundred rounds of ammo, and God knows what he was going to do. So here's an example of a man who was legally carrying a weapon that stood tall and took him down. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah, I
so.
agree with you. That'll be on page 412 of Times.
Right.
They'll bury that. You know,
Unfortunately.
Listen, even Long Island, we had a couple of jewelry store robberies, unheard of around here, where I live, unheard of. Smash and grabs. They got over $100,000 worth of stuff. Something has to be done. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. Everybody wants to be safe. I really don't care. You know what I mean? But if you're that type of lunatic that doesn't want to keep somebody in jail who's committing a crime, you just got to go. I don't know if I know anybody that's behind that. I don't care what side of the aisle they're on. It's insanity what I'm seeing now, and I've never seen it before around here.
No,
well,
it's
that's the problem with
insanity.
politics, guys. Like it whether you're right or left, like it's sometimes if you choose a side, it makes you not believe in logic, and like that's the problem. And we all want to be safe. This is one thing where, Bruce, I think that it hits both sides of the aisle in the sense that you and I, we're not really pro AR weapons being owned and used by the public, and we're also pro.
I think I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
Yep.
And we're also very much pro responsible citizens having guns and being able to carry them. So,
well, you talk about the jewelry snap and grab and snap, whatever. What'd you call it? Snatch and grab.
Smash and grab.
Smash and grab. We had an incident down here in Manhattan Beach, California, right on the beach, right? Little jewelry store. Okay, midday, 12 hooded young kids, potentially gang members, whatever the case might be. 12 young robbers went into this store, smashed and grabbed in like 2 PM, and they show the video of them running out. Now think about it, not just 1, 12 into cars that were in alleys ready to go, all planned out for a quick getaway. And Manhattan Beach is not the kind of place you want to do that, because it's hard to get in and out. It's like, how did the police officers not get these guys? Now, granted, they've got evidence and everything. I don't think anybody, I don't know if they've arrested anybody yet, but this is happening everywhere. The smash and grab now.
We talked about that, like small groups of, like you said, 12, 15 people going into these high-end department stores and taking purses and things like that. It's very organized. It's very strange.
I tell that to people. Yeah, go ahead, Sammy.
No, I was going to say also the home invasion robberies have.
They're going up too.
Like that's horrible.
It's
absolutely horrible.
Everywhere, not just.
You should always, when you're driving, you should always look in the rearview mirror. Like I'm always conscious, parking my car, garage door down, ready for whatever. I'm sorry.
When you enter your front door, make it a practice of locking it immediately. Just immediately.
Whoever doesn't lock their front door is being really ridiculous. Okay.
I agree. At this stage of the game, and I'll tell you, when I was growing up, and I'm sure Bruce, you'll agree with this, there were a lot of people left their doors unlocked.
Yeah, I would never do
that.
But
those days are gone.
Yep.
They're gone. And I won't even, Bruce, I won't even answer the door. Somebody rings the bell, call me, let me know. I don't know. I had that happen the other day. My neighbor's ringing the door at 11 o'clock at night. And I don't have a gun, so I'm reaching for the samurai sword. And then I go, Victor, I think my wife looked out the top window. She goes, I think it's Victor. I go, Victor, what the fuck is it? 11 o'clock at night, you can't call. And, the guy down the block had a stroke. I just want to know, we got to go lift him up into a chair. And I'm like, I want to chop your head off with a sword. Yeah. I've been
Ray Longo with the Pulp Fiction retaliation.
No, cool. Bruce, I'm not joking. I'm not answering that door. And normally what I do is I go out the back and I surprise the guy at the door.
Don't you have cameras, Ray?
No, I should get one though. I don't have.
Yeah, Ray, just get a ring system put in your house.
I have to do that. That would have made things a lot easier.
No, just do that. That's what I have. But I mean, to get through my front door, it's going to take a real difficult time.
Yeah, but it's rotten out there. Like the door-to-door salesman's illegal. It should be illegal at this point.
Yeah.
Got no solicitor signs outside my front door. They're still coming up. And then
they don't care about that. That's not stopping them.
And who the hell buys magazines anymore, Ray? Magazine subscription. That's one of the biggest scams.
They buy Penthouse, Bruce. They buy Penthouse.
Well, I'm sure they do that.
I'll tell you, Sammy, I'm running to the store right after this and getting that copy to support you.
Yeah,
Not
thank
that
you.
I might not even look at it, but to support you.
Right, of course you. Why would you look at it, Ray? I mean,
Here, I got a couple stories I want to bring up.
Article.
I got a
Right,
couple
that's
stories
true.
I want
That's
to
true,
bring up
Sammy.
here because Sammy's on, Ray, you're on too. But you know, this is always this stuff comes out all the time. Okay, here's the first one. George Foreman claims he's being extorted by two women. They're basically coming after him, claiming I got to get this term correct because I don't want to that he allegedly sexually abused them in the 1970s.
Oh, wow.
Right.
In the 1970s. They're looking to get something like 12.5 million each. Right? Sammy, you're a woman, you've been through horrific things yourself. We read about this all the time. It's a he said, she said. I'm saying alleged. I'm not taking sides here. How do you feel knowing that women hold this in? I understand if something bad happened. We've discussed this many times on the show. But what do you feel about these lawsuits? I mean, from 30, wait,
it's more than 30
plus
Yeah.
years ago. 50
And that's
plus
crazy.
years.
Okay, so I fully support women having a traumatic experience, burying the information for whatever reason, and it coming up later on in life and recounting horrific things that have happened to you. And then maybe even speaking out about it. You know, people are like, how come these women didn't come forward before, like the Jeffrey Epsteins and the this ones and the that ones, and you know, all the people in the news that took advantage of young women. So for whatever reason, a lot of people don't come forward initially, whether they repress it, they don't feel comfortable, they can't share it. And so I'm in full support of someone at whatever point in their life owning their truth and saying, you know, I was raped or I was molested or I was abused. Where it kind of gets iffy for me is after all these years, you come and you want money.
Right.
That's kind of, unless that's the only way that you can assert justice, is some civil action against that person. But I don't know if that's the case. But it just seems to me to ask for money at that point, I don't know. I mean, there are damages. I mean, who's to say some victim can't ever have sex again. She can't ever have relations again. Her life has never been the same after that. What monetary compensation could ever replace what she's lost? Probably nothing. It's priceless. So I don't know. That's kind of where I stand. That I don't know. Position.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of things. First off, the article I read, they wanted 12 million and the lawyer counted with 2 Foreman grills and a hamburger, but she didn't take it. But no, listen, let me be serious, Bruce, for one day. The problem is this. Here's my problem, Sammy, with that. And I'm with you. I swear to God, I'm 100% with you. The other day I had an old friend, like from 7th grade on, and he's telling me a story of something that happened in the neighborhood with me. And I'm like, dude, I have no recollection of that. Like none at all. It was crazy. So that when it goes so many years, I can't remember something. That gets the sketchy part to me. I think you got to put a statute of limitations of like 10 years, something, because it's too easy to.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Ray. I think there probably is a statute of limitations when it comes to criminal proceedings, but you can sue anybody anytime for anything. That's the issue here.
But I'm saying after a certain amount of time goes by, I'm not sure people could really argue correctly, because I'm telling you, I
can't remember a year ago, Ray.
The guy's telling me I'm crazy, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know who you. He goes, you're out of your mind.
At the same time, Ray, like, look at that Amber Heard Johnny Depp case. How many years ago? I mean, do you remember what you were doing in 2016 and dilly? And they remember. If you have diary entries and you have videos that you've secretly taken and, you know, you have corroborated.
Well, that's different, though. That's different. Then you're relying on that. You're relying on that as opposed to memory. I go with that 100%. What you're saying, I agree with. I just think something happens after 30 years. That's a long time, man.
50 years.
50.
Almost.
Oh, 50.
And nobody's recording secret videos 50 years ago.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little
Okay,
tricky.
so hold on. Remember The Secrets of Playboy when that was on TV? And the lady who was the older one, that was his girlfriend in the 70s.
Yeah.
I don't I don't think she had repressed her memories, but I think she didn't acknowledge the situation she found herself in until she got older, and then had enormous guilt and I think reservations about her part of the legacy of Playboy, and then hence did this thing. So that was from the 70s, and it's 2022. And she remembers these stories as if they were yesterday. So I think some things, if it's burned in your brain, you will never, ever forget every fucking detail. So,
but you would think though, Sammy, she would have had to have told a couple of close friends or somebody, no?
but okay, yes, but no, because if you think about back in the 70s or the 60s, that wasn't appropriate to discuss those things happening to you. And they looked at women who were victims that you egged it on. You asked for it. You clearly had it coming. You clearly put yourself in a position to be there. It's your fucking fault. So women never spoke up about it because they didn't have the support of anyone. Like even families would bury it. If they got pregnant, they'd have it either an abortion.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're 100%.
Or they carried the baby
right.
and adopted out, and nobody fucking knew the better of it.
So can I tell you guys something absolutely crazy? I found out that I have, I guess he'd be a half uncle recently, a half great uncle.
Right.
Wow.
Through the 23andMe website. My great aunt, I don't know what it is. So it was my dad's cousin. My great aunt had a baby that she put up for adoption, and we found out because I matched with them, and I was only like relative online that matched with them, and we figured it out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he went to the orphanage and got like all the records, and like it was proof, like 100% in not questionable.
Look, the guy
he's like 85.
What?
Yeah, he's really old. Yeah.
You meet him before.
Sammy, the guys that make me sick are the Weinsteins that abuse their power, and they
I just watched another one of the specials on him, like whatever documentary it was on Netflix or whatever.
I saw that. I can't remember what it's called either, but yeah.
He's coming up for trial in LA, and you know.
Oh, he's screwed.
He's screwed. No, he's already screwed.
No. He's a
POS. He's a piece of shite. You know that.
Piece of shit, though. Really, just a total piece of shit.
I'm the fucking sheriff of this fucking town. Really? You're the sheriff of the LA fucking jail, bitch.
Yeah, you'll be the sheriff in jail, that's for sure. All right, guys, a couple other stories real quick here. Ricky Martin also is facing 30 years prison time over incest and allegations from his nephew.
Ricky
Did you hear
Martin?
about this?
No.
Ricky Martin.
Living La Vida Loca?
La Vida Loca. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. His
That's
21-year-old nephew.
Paulo Costa? Oh, I thought that was his nephew.
You got to stop following Israel Adesanya, I think.
No, his accuser's a 21-year-old nephew, Dennis Sanchez. And, you know, what can I say? Another one on the news. We don't really have to go into too much on that, but here's one I want to cover with you, Sammy. Okay. This happened a little while ago. And basically, let me give you the gist of this is, what the heck? I lost it. Darn it. A Missouri court affirms a $5.2 million judgment for a woman who claims she caught HPV virus in a car.
Oh, I've heard about it.
You heard about this, right?
Oh, yeah, no.
From the car?
Thanks, Frank.
No.
In a car.
In a car.
In a car.
From a guy.
From a man who had it and never told her.
Okay, so why are we like so focused on the fact that it happened in a car? I don't understand like why the
venue matters. They had sex in a car and she got HPV from this man.
Okay, yeah, but why can't we just say they had sex? Like, why does it got to be in the car? Like, do they only have sex once?
No, you know what? I can't bring up the article. They've closed it down. I have more details, and I can't.
There's a possible she caught it off the seat of the car.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No, that's what she's claiming. She's claiming she got it that. Yeah.
What?
Oh man!
Yeah, but it turns out the guy actually secretly had it and never told her, and she won the lawsuit against the car manufacturer. So they're contesting right now.
So she won a lawsuit against a car manufacturer because she caught an STD.
Caught HPV.
That should not be allowed.
What I don't understand. You can't even. I knew back in the day someone who was sued publicly by a woman for giving her herpes. And it's impossible to determine how, when you got herpes, you could have it in your bloodstream since you were a fucking child, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So the HPV, who's to say it wasn't already in her system or she hadn't already been exposed to it? How was it the one time in the car with the guy, but then it turns out the guy fucking had it?
Yeah, but it's a
This is
frivolous,
just mind-blowing
to
to me.
begin with, it's one of those frivolous lawsuits because it's like
Right.
it's like a woman suing the maker of a a sex toy, claiming that she took it out of a wrapper and it gave her like a UTI or something, which we know that's not the case. If you look it up, that doesn't happen from that. But
Bruce,
it's a
remember?
frivolous lawsuit.
Yeah, Bruce, remember years ago when Reagan was onto those frivolous lawsuits and the guy was making a phone call in one of those old phone booths and the car skidded off the road.
I
and hit
remember
him?
this.
He sued the phone company.
Yeah.
Like Reagan was berserk. Like, we have to stop this. Like, no, you know what the deal is with lawsuits. Everybody gets sued, like anybody near it or attached to it. But
it's frivolous. They'll sue
sues the phone
everybody.
company.
Okay, so hold on. Here's the caveat. She sued Geico, her insurance company, not the car manufacturer. The insurance. That's like Amber Heard trying to get her insurance company to pay off her judgment to Johnny Depp. Some insurances companies have these clauses that they will pay out on weird shit. So she successfully sued Geico $5.2 million. And now it's at the Court of Appeals in Missouri.
That's crazy.
Okay. I mean,
you get the right attorney, you get the right attorney. You get the frivolous attorney, they'll sue anything. Okay. We've established that. And that's what's happening right here. What's another one that happened here?
It's so fucking crazy. Poor
it's just crazy. It's nuts. So many things going on here. What's another one? I got it right here. Sorry. Okay. This is really weird, guys.
Okay. It's called injuries and losses under the Geico insurance plan.
Wow.
So,
Sammy, do you go to a chiropractor at all?
yes, I have a great one, Dr. Roy.
And I've been to chiropractors, all my life, not recently, but there's a woman, a young graduate from Georgia Southern University, went to her chiropractor who adjusted her neck. She's now paralyzed with 4 snapped arteries in her neck.
Oh my God.
She had to go to the ICU for neck pain. He treated her. Yeah, snapped 4 arteries. She may never be the same again. She's having a reaction to the treatment.
I'm always scared with the fucking neck shit.
Well, that's another reason. Somebody says, "Oh, I can crack your back. I can do your neck." You know how that happens at parties? No.
Nope. Do not fucking let them do it.
Yeah. So beautiful young girl. I mean, it's just one of these things. It's so crazy. Now, another great thing, another hero that was in the news. There's a real life action hero, a pizza delivery guy, right? He was delivering a pizza in Lafayette, Indiana, right? Last week after midnight when he saw a full house fully engulfed in flames. There was no fire truck. There were no emergency vehicles, no EMT. His name is Nicholas. He ran into the house and saved 5 people, right? He saved the lives of 5 kids running into a burning building.
Unbelievable.
This man should be at the White House getting the highest medal available. I mean, that's just amazing to think about that.
Yeah, it turns out the family's suing him for not bringing in the pizza.
TJ,
here's
you're
the
getting
thing.
good. TJ, I like it. You're getting good, but
I'm trying,
You're stealing my jokes. I think I'm running off. All the family had to say is, "We ordered a pepperoni pizza."
Right, exactly. Wrong topping.
But here's the thing. It wasn't an easy thing for him. He suffered a really bad cut on his right arm. And also, too, he suffered severe smoke. Sammy, turn it off.
I'm trying. Jesus.
Sammy,
before the show, Sammy, before the show.
No,
all right, listen, wait, in respect to this, guys, he suffered severe smoke inhalation, right? He's in the hospital. They show a picture of him with tubes down his throat. I mean, the man is screwed up because of this.
Wow.
His cousin created a GoFundMe account that has raised north of $200,000 for him. You know what?
This is the thing, though. I worry sometimes about these GoFundMes. When I hear the GoFundMe, I'm like, okay, is this real? Maybe I should.
Well, no, it's real. This is an article that was written. That's an after.
I understand. I hear this. I get skeptical when people start asking for money. Sorry,
it's not him. He didn't ask. His family put it together.
I hear.
He did not ask.
I hope it's fine, and I'm sure it is. It's just one of those things where it's like, maybe it's more so like the guy at the football game who gets the, falls down the stairs or does something stupid, and all of a sudden they give him, $75,000 in GoFundMe. I don't understand that stuff.
Did you see? I'm with you. Did you see the Olympian that was beat up by the homeless man?
Yes, that's
No.
Kim
Sounds
Glass,
weird.
the Olympian, walking down the street, and the homeless man attacked her with a pipe.
Oh yeah. Horrible.
Wow.
What's going on here, guys? Come on.
A pipe?
Bruce, it's mental illness and nobody wants to address it.
That's true. I agree with that, Ray. 100%.
You know what I mean? What are they blaming that now? That he had access to a pipe? It was the pipe's fault.
Right.
That
Pipe
he
made
hit
him do it.
Yeah, the pipe made him do it. Yeah, the crack pipe made him do it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
That's
Like
probably what.
But you know what I'm saying, Bruce? They're gonna blame the pipe. If if you had to get authorization to buy that pipe, this would never happen. Pipes would do it. It's almost like the scene out of The Jerk. Remember when they're shooting at him and they hit the oil? What does he have against the oil cans?
Yeah. Oh,
He doesn't
God,
like the oil cans.
I love The Jerk. What a great movie.
Sammy, you better run to the your local store. Mega Millions is soared to $630 million.
Ooh, okay. I'm on it.
Got to go do it. And Pete Davidson now is the new spokesperson for Manscaped.
Wow.
The one I've done the commercials for. So they brought in Pete Davidson. They probably paid him. Manscaped's doing great. I think that company's getting an evaluation of close to like $1 billion. It's like really grown big time.
Wow.
So they probably.
Yeah,
I
I gotta say, I don't think somebody's got to show me how to use it. I'm still hurting my balls every time I try to shave. It's horrible.
Right.
I'm not finding that pleasurable at all.
I don't know what to tell you, Ray. Sammy, if you want to give him any personal advice, but
I-
Ray, just have a steady hand, Ray. Have a steady hand.
Have your
Let me
wife
tell you,
help
Bruce,
you.
you're not kidding, Bruce.
What, Sammy?
Said have Ray's wife help him.
Yeah. Bring in.
It's the little bits.
That would even be scarier.
Oh, the undercarriage. That's
Yeah,
terrifying.
she'd
Yeah,
have
she might
would
be
have
mad
a-
from last week and have a little argument and
Exactly.
slip. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Bruce.
I have to wait 2 weeks because I think I'm going to get another 2 weeks out of the video Bruce did for the anniversary. But after that wears off, I'm back in the doghouse.
I'll make you a new video. Don't worry.
Thank you,
We'll keep
Bruce.
it
That's what
going.
I love about you, buddy.
Yeah. I'll
Take the
keep
one
it
for the
going for
team.
you. No
Hey,
problem.
you guys, what do you think about? I'm sure nobody gives a fuck, but maybe somebody does. About Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez getting hitched over the weekend.
I think it's great. They've been in love forever. They're truly in love. I mean, I think it's great. Listen, it's wonderful. I think love is wonderful.
It wasn't shocking.
No, I mean, it's as shocking as when I announce someday if I ever get married, probably shocking like that. I mean, I'm just happy to see people happy, and they obviously love each other. That's why they keep coming back together.
Yeah, can't wait for the lawsuit in 3 years.
Yeah, but think about it. They've been together and apart. They've been together and apart 3 or 4 times. I mean, obviously they just love each other.
Right.
So,
I hope so.
yeah. So it's cool.
I hope so.
I mean, it'd be a fun house. I'd love to go out to dinner with Ben Affleck and J-Lo. I bet that'd be a fun dinner.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be very cool.
She used to live right by where we ate when you were here.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, she was in Old Westbury, for a while.
Well, she's the girl from what is it? The girl from the Bronx, right? That's her area.
Yeah.
Right out there. Yeah.
Even that's close to. Yeah, that's
Jenny
a half
from the
hour.
Bronx, isn't that her thing?
Jenny
from
from
the
the
Yeah.
block. And
Jenny
don't
from the block.
don't look up the Shepherd Smith curb stomp.
Jenny
Okay.
from the block. Now she carries a Glock.
Now she carries a Glock.
I
Oh,
don't think
God.
that's how it went, but
Let
I
me
like
tell
it.
you something, TJ. This might be the best food I've ever seen you in today. I don't know.
Oh, yeah? I mean,
100%. 100%.
that's good.
Did you get laid last night?
No. Slept on the
Because
couch last night.
Did you get
Sammy's
laid?
right.
Did you get laid in the last 2 weeks, TJ?
No.
Yeah.
Nothing to talk about in that. front.
There's an homage to married life. Thank you, TJ, giving everybody a promise. Wow. But we have to say TJ has a kid that can interfere. Okay. Hey, Floyd Mayweather.
Go ahead.
Floyd Mayweather just spent $18,000 on a mink car seat for his grandson.
Wow.
I mean, really? You wonder why this guy's got to fight every 6 months or whatever it is. He's got $18,000 for a car seat. I guess if you got it, flaunt it. What can I tell you?
I guess. Hey, listen, one of those Elk boys got $250,000 for his birthday. I don't know what's worse.
It's amazing. They make
It's
a lot
crazy.
of money. They
A lot
make
of money, man. A lot of money.
Hey, listen, I'm heading off to London tonight for this is Wednesday when we're taping the show, but I'm heading off for the show this weekend in London. And it's a nightmare over there. They've had a heat wave, 104 degrees.
I know, but 104 degrees is not fucking hot.
No, but in England it's hot, but it's melted.
Ah.
He has
It's,
air over there.
it's
It's
melted
hot.
some of the runways at Heathrow.
Yeah, it's
And
it's
now
hot.
planes are they're being canceled. I'm worried I'm not going to be able to get home because
Right.
they're canceling flights, and they say we got a note to try and carry on our bags. I've got a 4-day trip, with the monkey suit and everything, because the bags are getting lost left and right. Heathrow is
Wow.
notorious as the worst airport in the world, and British Air for losing luggage. Now it's tantamount 10 times. So
Yeah, there's these I saw in the news like shots of like the entire downstairs of the airport. It's just a sea of luggages, like people's lost luggages,
Yep.
just
Wow.
abandoned.
I'm
Mhm.
trying to figure out how to go. I'm going to try and carry it on. So if you see me wear the same thing twice while I'm not doing the show, just understand that's the way it is. There's only
Oh,
so much room to
man.
carry on. TJ, we got about like 8 minutes. Do we have any questions that we wanted to go over today? Or do you wanna-
No.
Okay, that's okay. No problem. Yeah. Did you hear about this Yellowstone actress? You ever watch the show Yellowstone?
I haven't seen it.
I'm
It's on my
dying to
to-do
see it.
list.
One of the actors on the show just got charged with fraud. She allegedly got $96,000 in disability while she was working.
Wow.
How did I don't understand the stupidity here. Don't you know you're going to get caught?
No, people
I'm
Well,
don't.
serious. Don't you know you're going to get caught?
Well, I think hence the word stupidity. If I'm going to say that sums it up. They think they're not going to get caught. But I'll tell you what, we're talking about Yellowstone. I don't know if we talked about this the other night, but you guys want to watch a great series on Netflix. I think it's Netflix. Oh, no, Paramount Plus. The Offer. Did we talk about that, Bruce, the other night? The
Well,
making of the.
tell me
Oh,
about
no,
it
I
here.
told you. I thought it's fantastic. I talked about it on
Oh.
the show, The Making of the Godfather.
Oh, it was
Amazing.
unbelievable.
Amazing.
Unbelievable.
Sammy,
TJ, you
you
got to
would love
watch
this.
it.
I
Sammy, too.
I've
Paramount
never
Plus.
seen The Godfather though.
Oh, what?
You have
I
to
know
see
there's
it,
some
though.
people
I
who've
think
never
it'll
seen it.
help.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you
Unbelievable.
have to see it. It'll make the other series that much better. But oh yeah, we did talk about that because the guy that played like Robert Evans and Pacino, fucking crazy,
Unbelievable.
crazy. Somebody
Unbelievable.
doesn't win an award for that. I don't know.
Guy that
what's
played
wrong.
Marlon Brando, everything.
Oh.
Miles Teller, who was at the UFC. It's
Killed
funny.
it.
I saw him at the UFC the week before I watched it. And I said, "What's new?" And we were talking about Top Gun. Then I get home and see he's starring in The Offer. I wish you would have told me that. I binged. I watched it in 2 nights. It was incredible.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
I need to see that Top Gun movie still.
It's awesome.
That was good too. Hey Bruce, you know what I saw the day after you left? I saw Elvis, which I thought was
Oh, I
absolutely.
can't wait. Is it released?
Oh yeah, it was great.
Oh, I've been so busy. I got to go see. I want to see that in the theater too.
No,
I
you'll love
I
it.
might go see that Top Gun today by myself.
Yeah.
Do it. You'll have a great time.
Look at DJ. Can't you
Yeah.
get somebody to go with you?
No, I don't have friends.
Oh,
Bruce and
shoot.
you. Bruce is too busy, and you're on the other side of the country. And
Yeah.
Sam wants to kill me. So
Yeah.
Oh
there you
my
go.
God,
That's not true, TJ.
Sammy,
Hey,
can you wait to laugh? Can you go to see Elvis with him?
Yes, I would love to go see Elvis.
Who didn't love Elvis growing up? No, loved that
Oh,
guy.
loved it. I told
No,
the
you
story.
didn't like him, Sammy.
I mean, I liked his movies, when
I thought the movies were great. Come on.
the
It
movies.
was Elvis. It was Elvis. They were all good. Even his first one, where he sang the song, it was set in the Civil War. I forget the name of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you're
The
right.
first
Yeah.
movie he ever did. And he's actually a pretty good actor.
Yeah.
meh.
He actually did pretty well.
Bruce,
meh.
you
you're gonna
guys-
love you. Bruce, you're gonna love it. Trust
I can't
me.
wait to see it. It just looks
Yeah.
fantastic. And the guy that's playing Elvis looks like he's perfect for the role. I love those kind of
Beautiful.
movies.
Elvis is too old school for me.
And
It's
Tom
not my
Hanks.
time.
Hanks
right, but-
knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. Tom Hanks is the Colonel. Come on.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. No, like heavy.
no, Sammy, you're
weight
gonna
or
like it.
makeup,
It's
whatever.
a different perspective of everything else. You know what I mean?
Does
was
it go into his
really-
later years?
No, they take it right up to his death, but they leave out most of the stuff we already knew. But the thing with the Colonel is that that's who they focus on, that relationship, and that was crazy.
Do they show him dying on the toilet or
No,
does
they
he
showed
pass
him
away?
laying on the floor, but that was it. But no, I don't want to give anything away,
No,
but
don't.
you're gonna like it. I'm telling you. It's a
Cool. No, I
couple
want to
of-
catch it. I'll call you after I see it. I'll let you know. about it.
100%, 100%.
Hey, you guys remember the NFL running back, Marion Barber?
Yeah, he was
He's
a
dead.
Minnesota Gopher. Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, Dallas Cowboy passed away from heat stroke from working out.
Yeah, it's not surprising, unfortunately.
Wow.
Wow, that's crazy because I'm about to go for a big bike ride. I've been having my electrolytes.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
get your bike ride in the gym. Get one of those Pelotons, Ray.
No, I have the Aerodynes, but nothing beats going outside.
I hear you.
No, nothing beats going outside for sure. My trainer and I did a challenge yesterday on the assault bike and the rowing machine,
Beautiful.
back and forth. You know,
I love the rowing machine. I love to row. I can row like a crazy man.
no,
Yeah.
that gives you an entire body workout, which is really, really cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, COVID, guys, it's getting worse. As we know, granted the variant is not putting people in the hospital. People are sick.
I
Kristen,
had an appointment to get my dog neutered this week, and they called me and said that the clinic was closed because they had a COVID outbreak.
people all around me are getting COVID. You know, Kristen got it. Rupert got it. It's happening everywhere. It's just more prominent now. It's crazy.
I
So
got it in May.
well,
I
they're
had-
also. Oh yeah, you did. That's right.
Mhm.
And are you good? No after effects?
I don't know. I still can't really smell.
Oh, you lost. I didn't lose the sense of
Yeah.
smell. But now they're talking July 29th in California, putting back into effect the mask mandate.
Yep, I heard.
Wow.
So what's uncomfortable to me is, you know, we've been pretty vocal about the vaccine on this show. I've gotten the vaccine. I've gotten the boosters. I feel like my immunity is probably down because I haven't had a booster since February, and I can't have a booster anytime soon.
Well, I haven't had a booster since April. No, I got boosted last November, so I haven't had a booster either. But
Right.
what
And-
I'm told by our doctor for the UFC, who's the UFC doctor for the Raiders and such, is to wait till the fall because the new booster coming out, there's always going to be a new one, is more effective towards all these variants that are coming out now. And this variant, again, every time a variant comes out, it's more contagious than ever. Most
Right.
highly contagious. Right now in California, for every one person that has it, there's 6 to 8 that are not reporting it.
But
It's
when
rampant.
are you allowed to get a second booster? That's my question.
That's a question for your doctor. I don't know the exact rules.
Because I don't think you can unless you're over 50 and immunocompromised.
But can you get a booster if you've never been vaccinated before?
No, you've got to get vaccinated before you can get a
I'm not
booster.
there. I mean, I never got vaccinated. I feel like my immune system, I had it twice. I feel like I still have antibodies.
Well, if you've had it twice, then you've got the immunities working. But you
Yeah.
know, wow, you have it twice and it didn't hit you hard.
Twice. First time, a little bit. Second time, Bruce, I was back in the gym on the 5th day. Back,
I'm
literally.
I'm
like
happy to
back
hear that.
The first day,
how
the
long
first time,
between-
Bruce, it took me like 3 months to get back to where I was before it hit me.
Yeah, I'm really
How long
happy to hear that.
between
Yeah, I feel good. Pardon me?
How long between the times you had COVID? Like,
I'm
was it
going
a
to
year?
say exactly a year.
Mhm.
It was like December, and then the next one was the January after that. Not a month after, but a
You see,
year after.
that's the thing I kind of feel is crazy, Ray, is everyone I know that's been vaccinated has gotten COVID. Like
Yeah.
everybody seems to get it. And
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, some people
You're
say that
supposed to get it less, you know.
it's not supposed to be as bad, right? Yeah. I don't know.
I've got to again. I've got to leave for London. I've got to run into
yeah.
another meeting in a few minutes. So we're gonna have to sign. I'm sorry to cut it short because I love you guys so much being
Right.
on the show. Ray, do you anything you want to tell us before we cut off?
Nah, it was just again great show. And Bruce, I mean everything. I meant everything I said. Just a fantastic time.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell, Bruce, I don't have a lot of good times because I'm really harping on this last.
No, it was a
but-
great
No,
time.
no,
Come
no, it was-
on, it was a great
You know
time.
what it was? It was I've never, you gotta admit, I've never gone out with John, never gone out with you. So it's good. It was just one of those nights that clicked. And same thing, I felt like I knew Cody and I never even met him before that night. So
Nice
just
kid.
a great time. Nice kid. Yeah.
Cody's a good kid. Yeah, very
So-
sharp too. Very sharp.
Yep.
Tammy?
Yes. Sam's Pajama Party on Instagram, The Single Life on Twitter, Sammy Phillips on Facebook, and pick up Penthouse Magazine on every newsstand and in every bookstore and airport. You'll love it.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Love it. Love it. Love it. As always. TJ?
TJ DeSantis on all social media platforms. Come put flowers on my headstone because Sam killed me.
Oh, stop.
Sam, he's taking that very personal. He's very sensitive, Sam.
I
It's
know,
true.
but I couldn't fuck him and I can't marry him. So
Right.
How do you
There
know
you
I'm not
go.
a polygamist, Sammy?
knowing you, you're not a polygamist.
I don't know what that means. But
I don't know,
all right.
TJ. If you haven't made love to your wife in 2 weeks, you.
I was,
who knows?
thank you. You said it. I wasn't going to say it.
Why do you
Oh,
think
my
that falls
God.
on me, Buffer?
I don't know. I mean, just saying.
I don't know.
Let's
I
go.
don't know.
Let's get out
I
of
mean,
here.
if Ray doesn't know and
He's
I
like,
don't know,
"Hi."
I'm going to a
Sammy
movie by
doesn't know.
myself. I got things to do.
All right. And hey, listen, our audience all over the world, they probably think we're all nuts right now. We're just playing with you folks. We're having fun with you. Okay. That's what we do on It's Time Radio. We have a good time. Ray, true pleasure. Thank you so much. Look forward to the next time. I'm off to London. Got Curtis Blades fighting Tom Aspinall, Jack Hermanson, Chris Curtis, a lot of Patty Pillman, Patty the Batty, and
That's
Jordan
gonna be
Levitt.
great.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome time. So I'll see you all from the Octagon in London. Sammy, love you, honey. Have a great weekend. And I look forward to talking to you about my pictorial and article in Penthouse. I'll be happy to bring that up. Yep, for sure. I'm not going to do any nudity. It'll be strictly enclosed. Maybe my shirt off. We'll see. Who knows?
Okay.
All right, guys. Sammy, as usual, it's a pleasure. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. I love you, Ray.
Love you too, buddy.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much
Take
for
it
the
easy,
party.
guys.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure. Bye-bye, Ray.
Take care,
Bye,
Bruce.
Sammy.
Safe trip, Bruce.
Thanks, Ray. Appreciate it very much.
All right.
Appreciate it
And
very much.
TJ, text me later about tomorrow.
All right, we'll do.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, bye, guys. Take care.